Good morning, children. Today I'm so excited to teach you about our country India and its neighbors. In part 1, we shall study about the various physical features, and in the second part, neighboring countries of India and unity in diversity. India is a land of diversity in all manners, from culture, economy, and even land forms. You must be wondering what is the meaning of diversity. It means range of different things. For example, we have different states, so we speak different languages and have different culture, and food that we eat is also different. So that is what is called diversity. Now, let us go to the physical features of India. So, the physical features of India is divided into 6 categories, and they are the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the Indian desert, peninsula plateau, coastal plains, and islands. Now, with the help of this map, physical map, let us see where it is located. So, the Himalayan mountains, which you see here to the north of India, it extends from Kashmir in the north to, from here, Kashmir in the north to Arunachal Pradesh in northeast. And the stretch is around 2,500 kilometers. And it is divided into Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas, Outer Himalayas, and the Eastern Hills. Now, the next one is the Northern Plains, which is just below the Himalayan mountains. To the south of Himalayan mountains, you will see the Northern Plains. These are the Northern Plains, and these Northern Plains are very fertile. The 3 major rivers system of India, that is Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra, made these northern plains very fertile. And this is why many food crops are grown here. So children, you know now where it is located. You can see here this part, that is just below the northern mountains, are the northern plains. Then we go to the Peninsula Plateau. This part is the Peninsula Plateau. The Deccan Plateau, which you see here in the pink color, it is a triangular landmass, and it is bordered by Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. So these are the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. See, on the east side and the west side. Then we go to the desert. The desert region, that is the Great Indian Desert, or the desert which is the Thar Desert, also it is called Thar Desert. The sandy plains and the sand dunes on the western side of India are the Indian deserts, and they have very little rainfall, and that is why there is very less greenery here, and it is very dry. Why? Because there is very little rainfall. Then we go to the coastal region. The coastal region is the coastal plains are the on the both the sides, that is the eastern and the western side of peninsular India. So it is beautiful coastline on both its eastern and western side, and it is in between the Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. So this is Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats. So it is in between the two. And same way here in the west, you will see that it is between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. See, you can see here. So this is the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. So it is in between the two. Now let's go to the islands. Which are the islands? Islands are Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which you see in Bay of Bengal. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, group of islands, and you see Lakshadweep Islands. Those are found in Arabian Sea. So I hope it is clear, children. Now with the help of one slide, we will see these more in details, and it will be easy for you also to understand exact location of all these physical features of India. So the yellow color that you see is the Peninsula Plateau region. Then it is further divided to make the study more easy. Then the green part that you see is the coastal plains. The coastal plains are again further divided into Konkan coast, Malabar coast, Coromandel coast, and northern Sarkars. Then we have the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands. Then all the 6 categories are divided here and are shown in different colors. Then the northern mountains, the brown color shaded that you see is the northern mountains of India. So these are further divided into north-south division of Himalayas, and this is the west-east division of Himalayas. Then the northern plains, the green color, what you see is the northern plains, which are very fertile, which I told you. And these are again northern plains, Punjab, Ganga and Brahmaputra plains. Then these are division of northern plains on the basis of relief features to study more in detail. Then this is the Thar Desert or the Great Indian Desert of India. Now let's do a quick recap of what we have done so far, children. The Himalayan mountains are divided into Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas, Outer Himalayas, and the Eastern Hills. The northern plains are very fertile. This is why many food crops are grown here. The Great Indian Desert, also known as the Thar Desert, are sandy plains. The Peninsula Plateau, it is the triangular landmass to the Indian Peninsula. Now, what is peninsula? Peninsula is a piece of land surrounded by water on 3 sides, but connected to land on 1 side. India has a beautiful coastline. Now, you must be wondering, what is coastline? So, coast means the area where the land meets the sea or ocean. On both eastern and western side, we have the coastline. So, children, I hope everybody followed this very well. Now, let us go and see the video.
We have snow-capped mountains, sandy deserts, fertile river plains, beautiful coasts and islands, all in one country. Click on a label to learn more about the physical divisions of India. The Himalayan mountain range is the highest in the world. As it snows a lot here, most of the trees are conical in shape. It is home to the yaks. The northern plains are made up of 3 river basins: the Indus Basin, the Ganga Basin, and the Brahmaputra Basin. These stretch from the west to the east and are together known as the Indo-Gangetic Plains. These plains are very fertile. They are sometimes called the Rice Bowl of India. The Thar Desert lies in the northwest. You will be amazed to see the pattern created by the wind on the sand dunes. Since water is scarce in the desert, plants like cactus grow here. Camel is known as ship of the desert because it can walk easily on sand and live without water for many days. Central Plateau is made up of the Malwa Plateau, the Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. The Plateau region of India is surrounded on east and west by eastern and western Ghats. This region is very rich in rocks and minerals. India has the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east, giving us two coastlines and thus two coastal plains. If you look closely, you will see that the eastern coastal plain is wider than the western coastal plain. Most people living here make their living by fishing. India has two major groups of islands, Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep. Andaman and Nicobar is a group of 300 islands. Lakshadweep has 27 smaller ones. The barren island in Andaman and Nicobar area has an active volcano.
So I'm sure children, you must have enjoyed watching this video and must have learned a lot. Now let's see what is here on the slide. It is that India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Before we learn about different states and their location, let's know what's the difference between a state and an union territory. Every state is governed by a chief minister, but union territories are controlled by the central government and they are small in size compared to states. Now let's see the different locations of the states. To make it easy, I have put them in different parts so that it becomes easy for you to remember and learn. So the first one is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. These are now declared as the Union Territory of India. Before, it was under one, that was the state of Kashmir. On 31st of October 2019, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh were declared as Union Territories. So we'll go to the next one, that is states of North India. We have already done Jammu and Kashmir. Now let's see the other states. So the other states of North India are Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and Punjab. So these are some of the North Indian states. Also, you can see Bihar here. Bihar and Rajasthan just below Haryana. So we'll go and check the other state, that is South India, states of South India. So you see the first one, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. These are the states of South India. Now we go to the Central India, states of Central India. So Madhya Pradesh, Madhya means center. So the central state is Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh. You can see Chhattisgarh also next to it, to the east part of Madhya Pradesh is Chhattisgarh. Then we have the neighboring states. Let's see the neighboring states also. That is Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha, now it's called Odisha, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. So these are the states which are the neighboring states of Madhya Pradesh. So it becomes easy for you to know the location of each state. Then let's go to Northeast India, states of Northeast India. So these are also called as seven sisters. By this name, if you remember, children, it is easy for you to remember all the seven states. So the first one, let's see where it is. Arunachal Pradesh, okay, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, and Nagaland. So these are the seven states of Northeast India. And let's also see Sikkim. Sikkim is one more state which is found, you can see here, to the north of India. And then also you can see West Bengal, children, and Jharkhand and Bihar and Odisha. Orissa is the old name, Odisha is the new name. So let's go and check with the west of India, states of West India. So what are those? Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. Maharashtra we have also learnt in South India. So now the Union Territories of India. The Union Territories, how many are there? There are 8 Union Territories of India. So let's see the location of these Union Territories and what are they? Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, Chandigarh, Delhi, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu. Before, these were 2 Union Territories, children. But now it is only 1 Union Territory. So then we have Lakshadweep. These are the islands. Puducherry and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So these are all the 8 Union Territories that you have learnt. Also, we'll see a video now. Watch a video, children.
Has 28 states and 8 union territories. States are small parts of the country. Each state has its own capital. Union territories are smaller than states. Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, West Bengal, Sikkim, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh. New Delhi is the capital of India. The capital is the most important city in a state where the state government buildings are located. States and their capitals.
Children, you can also learn the states with their capitals, children. But sometimes you have to keep yourself updated because they keep changing. Karnataka, here it is written Bangalore, but it is actually Bengaluru now. So all the 28 states and their capitals are given here. When you get time, you can learn them. It is good for your
India.
GK.
Rajasthan is the largest state of India. Goa is India's smallest state. Chandigarh is the capital of 2 states, Punjab and Haryana. Telangana is a newly formed state carved out of Andhra Pradesh. India now has 2 new union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh.
So children, now let's do a quick recap with few questions. Let's see if you can answer them. How many states and union territories are there in India? There are 28 states and 8 union territories. What is the capital of Karnataka? The capital of Karnataka is Bengaluru. Which is the largest state in area? Rajasthan is the largest state in area-wise. Name the 2 new union territories of India. Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir. So I hope children you all benefited with this videos and also what I have explained to you. I will get back to you in the second part of this chapter, our country and its neighbors. We'll have more fun learning it, I'm sure. Stay home and stay safe.